Beyond the veil of the visible, in realms untouched by human eyes, there are beings that burn with unquenchable fire, and others that carry the throne of the Almighty and guard the gates of eternity. Who are the Seraphim? Who are the Cherubim? And why did they appear at the most critical moments in sacred history? Today, we unveil secrets you may never have heard before. The prophet Isaiah suddenly finds himself in a vision that shakes the very foundations of his soul. The temple trembles, smoke fills the air, and high upon the throne sits the Lord, surrounded by fiery beings known as the Seraphim. In Hebrew, seraphim means the burning ones, not just poetic words, but a reflection of their blazing, holy nature. Each has 6 wings. 2 cover their faces, for even heavenly beings cannot look directly upon the fullness of God's glory. 2 cover their feet, a sign of humility before the Holy One. And 2 are for flight, ready at every moment to obey His command. Their voices echo through eternity, "Holy, holy, holy." But they do more than praise. One seraph flies toward Isaiah, holding a burning coal from the altar, touching his lips. Your guilt is taken away, your sin atoned for. The seraphim are not only worshippers, they are purifiers, preparing God's messengers for their divine mission. But long before Isaiah's vision, in the dawn of human history, when the gates to the tree of life were closed, God placed the cherubim with a flaming sword, flashing back and forth to guard the way. These are no ordinary angels. They appear again over the Ark of the Covenant, crafted in gold, their wings overshadowing the mercy seat, the very place where God's presence dwelt among His people. And in the fiery visions of the prophet Ezekiel, we see them in their full, awe-inspiring form. Each cherub has 4 faces: the face of a man for wisdom, the face of a lion for power, the face of an ox for service and endurance, and the face of an eagle for swiftness and spiritual height. Their wings roar like the sound of rushing waters, like the voice of the Almighty Himself. And in a revelation of breathtaking mystery, the cherubim are part of God's chariot throne, carrying His glory through the heavens. The seraphim, flames of worship and purification, declaring the holiness of God. The cherubim, pillars of power and protection, declaring the kingship and authority of the Almighty. Together, they form a heavenly tapestry of awe and majesty. One cleanses and sends forth, the other guards and upholds. And both remind us that the presence of God is not casual. It is fire, it is glory, it is overwhelming holiness. When we hear of these beings, we are not reading myths. We are glimpsing into a spiritual reality far greater than we imagine. And the question remains, if even the radiant ones tremble before His holiness, how should we stand before Him?